Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the closing bell at MarketStream.live. My name is Joseph Cusick, your host from the Cusick Group, securities offered by MoneyBlock. The final trading day of this week. And I guess, thank God it's Friday, TGIF. I don't know how much more insight I can give you right now. We got a tight, consolidative market that basically is completely desensitized to whatever the heck is going on. Good, bad, or indifferent. You can see that just this picture alone is telling you exactly what every participant in this market is feeling. Nothing. It's flatlined. It doesn't matter what's going on at this juncture. The market is not moving. The jobs data came in. We thought that would be market moving. The initial read was market came down. But we saw that it just basically finished where it started the day. The Dow did finish down 6 points, but really it was just muted action all day. The S&P 500 finished down $1.90. You had the NASDAQ down $1.50. The Russell was up a whopping 13 cents. Best performing index out there. This is impressive stuff. But you clearly can see from these pictures, it's just there is no conviction either on the bulls or the bear side. It's been light volume all week. So bottom line is that people are not pulling triggers, either institutions or individual investors and traders. Everyone's trying to digest all of these actions that are going on. I mean, overnight with what's going on now in Syria and the potential for Russia and the United States to start getting more volatile. You have still the Chinese president, President Xi, in Florida, talking to President Trump. You have data that's all over the place at this juncture. And now we're starting to get into earnings season. So to say that the market right now has a very clear sense that the upside or the downside has clear catalysts, well, I wouldn't say that at all. So the two things that I can say that you need to think about over the weekend is, one, look at your current core portfolio. Make sure that you've tied up all the loose ends, that you've taken an opportunity to maybe write some premium against your long core portfolio. Take a look at your diversification. We talked about this in Strategy Now about diversification. Look at the asset classes that you have. And if you're really truly looking at your portfolio, are you actually truly diversified? We discussed that if you have a core portfolio with S&Ps and emerging markets, those two underlyings and sectors are pretty highly correlated, and they get even more highly correlated as we get more volatile. So the diversification of that portfolio really isn't there. As the S&Ps go up, so do the emerging markets, so do the mature foreign markets. As the market goes down here in the United States, so does the emerging markets, so do the more mature foreign markets. So you may not have the diversification that you thought. Take the weekend to look at that. The other thing is adding exposure to asset classes like the currencies, like the commodities. We talked about how you can look at that, and that's something that you should look at over the weekend. The other thing is that you might want to look at cycling out of some of your portfolio positions and getting maybe your powder dry for what could be the next opportunity. I don't think that this bull market is in jeopardy as far as the overall holistic trend, but I do think that the market right now has been so tempered basically we've been looking at this since March. So almost the last month and a half, even further back. I mean, if you go back, basically we're looking into basically middle of February to now getting into early parts of the first week of April. We've had a market that just has had no momentum to the upside or downside. And our red flags, the VIX and the Russell 2000, well, the Russell basically has stayed in this choppy range, but it's now at this crossroads, and you have volatility that actually popped today and was up 50 cents, but still historically very low at 1290. These are areas that you don't see a lot of fear being priced in. One couple things that were notable, though, today was the pullback in the bond prices. That means yields started to go up. That happened at the end of the day. Markets were starting to firm up. The other movement is the strength in the dollar. The dollar strength was extremely impressive today, and that could be for safety concerns, right, with what's going on in the Middle East and after the jobs data. We also saw that crude oil was moving up again. It could be because of the uncertainty of what's going to happen in the Middle East, and you saw Brent hold up as well. That's the crude contract that would be most representative of the product that is in the Middle East. So with that being said, you need to do your homework this weekend. You need to look at your risk. You need to look at your portfolios, understand if, in fact, we do get into a volatile environment where the market might get a little uncertain, that we may have some sharp pullbacks, especially with any headline that comes out over the weekend. Are you comfortable with the exposures you have, and do you truly have a diversified portfolio? We will be on Sunday evening. We will be doing Sunday night setups. So join us at Sunday night setups. But that's it for the closing bell. I want to wish everybody having a great weekend. We should have some great weather coming everybody's way. And at 5:30, right around 5:30 Sunday night, join me. We will be doing Sunday night setups, and we will be taking a look at all the action that we could be setting up for next week. We'll see you then. And as always, folks, take an opportunity to take a look at the premium content here at MarketStream.live. There is the ability to go in and get a free pass and check out all the tools, applications, and you can get a free portfolio review and really see how much risk you have in your portfolio. Take an opportunity to do that here at MarketStream.live. Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you soon.